Welcome back to Positively Port St. Lucie. I'm Sarah Prohaska, Public Information Officer for the City of Port St. Lucie. With me is Kim Cook, also from our Communications Department.
Hello.
And we're here today talking now with Carmen Capezzuto. He's our new Neighborhood Services Director. We have a new department at the City of Port St. Lucie called Neighborhood Services, and he's here to kind of tell us some of the great things that your department has going on right now.
Absolutely. Good morning, Sarah and Kim.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, Neighborhood Services is a renamed department. We didn't add a department, but we took our Community Services Department, renamed it Neighborhood Services, and we expanded the services that we provide to include solid waste, neighborhood planning, which is I think what we're going to focus on today as well.
Okay.
Code compliance, and then also, like I said, our community services, which is like our housing and social services program. So we're all under one umbrella called Neighborhood Services.
All right. And you still do your Great City University program and some other.
Yeah, we do our, we still administer the Keep Port St. Lucie Beautiful program, which involves all of their litter control that we do throughout the city. Our volunteers that pick up litter, thank you volunteers, and our special events that have to do with Keep PSL Beautiful, and our City University, we just completed their second full class of that as well.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of great reviews from the people who graduated from that, so everyone's looking forward to the next one, which will be next year sometime, right?
Oh, yeah. We haven't set a date yet, but we're looking at the spring, and we have a plan for those people that come through, so come in, learn, and then nothing's for free, right? We're going to try to put you to work, and or at least put you into some kind of volunteer capacity for those that want to give back. But in all seriousness, if you just want to come through the program and learn about the different departments, there is no expected requirement beyond the dates of the class.
Yeah.
Right. That's important.
Yeah, but once you've got all that knowledge, you might as well put it to use, like you said,
Exactly,
and
yes.
help us out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on right now?
Well, we went through Hurricane Matthew, a brief scare with that, and that caused some solid waste, yard waste pickup issues. So Neighborhood Services does administer the solid waste contract for the city. So I'm happy to report that that Public Works is complete with the curbside pickup of hurricane debris, and everything's back on schedule with Waste Pro now for business as usual.
Okay. So if people have yard waste, it's normal pickup days right now. Normal, the back to the regular routine with that.
Yep. Yeah. And if you have any questions, just call Waste Pro 595-9390. Call them first. They've got customer service folks that are great. They will take down the information, and if people call the city, that's fine too.
Okay. All right. And I know that storm waste was a big issue for a while, but it's all cleaned up now. And I know from surrounding communities, there are still some other counties around us who still do not have it cleaned up. So we're done here in Port St. Lucie, and we hopefully we won't have another hurricane like that.
Yes, cross our fingers.
We're in the hurricane season now.
Or if we have hurricanes, hopefully they're just like that and they're not devastating.
Yes,
So
exactly.
That one could have been really, really bad, really devastating for our area, but skirted us, and we all got a good test and putting our emergency policies and procedures to use. And I think it was a refresher for everybody at home to stock up on their supplies and figure out their family plans once again with how they're going to keep their family safe. So it was a good lesson learned.
Exactly. And hopefully we won't have another one for a while.
Yep.
So, okay. And what else is going on?
Well, I was going to come here today to talk about our neighborhood planning program, which is it's a new component of neighborhood services. The Planning and Zoning Department has been working with a consultant for a while now to meet with residents, talk to them, find out how they identify their neighborhood, because it's not enough to say, if you ask me where I live and I say Port St. Lucie, that really doesn't kind of narrow it down to maybe a certain neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we're meeting with the larger neighborhoods, Planning and Zoning has, with a consultant. And as those plans get developed, they are turning the plans over to us for implementation.
Okay.
So one of the goals, like I said, is neighborhood identification.
Yeah.
So we have some well-known, well-established neighborhoods right now. If you said you live in Sandpiper, I know exactly where that is.
Yes. South Bend.
South Bend, exactly. It's on the Torino, St. Lucie West, Tradition. So we've got the broader boundaries, but we're trying to drill down further into actual neighborhoods so that you can kind of get people to identify themselves and build a sense of pride and distinguishment from the rest of the city.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So we got a pilot program with that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So our first pilot program, I mean, don't want to bite off more than you can chew.
Exactly. Let's try test it and see how it goes. See what we can change. And
yes. So we've identified a pilot sub area, or just basically just called a neighborhood.
Okay.
To be simple. In south of Port St. Lucie Boulevard, around the Oak Ridge Drive, Floresta Drive area, that's just north of South Bend. We're going to be meeting with those residents who want to come out and give us more specific information. Like, we know everybody, for the most part, wants sidewalks. So we get an overwhelming response for sidewalks.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, especially there along Floresta.
Yeah, street lights, those types of things, wayfinding signs. How do I get here? How do I get there? From people that are kind of driving through your neighborhood. But we're going to meet with the residents to specifically talk about, okay, we know you want those broad things, but what more specifically do you want? What would you like the name of this community to be? And we've got some options, we've got some logos that our communications department has prepared for us.
We've been working on them. So we've got a few really good options. So if you come out to the meeting, I think really, if you live there, you want to help name your own neighborhood, right?
It's really great that the city is allowing, residents to come in and have a say-so of where they live. I mean, that's who makes the neighborhood.
Yeah, the last thing you want is someone to tell you that, oh, your neighborhood is now going to be this, and you didn't really have an opportunity to provide input.
Exactly.
Because we really do want to hear that it will be counted. I mean, we will take it into consideration. So come out if you live in that neighborhood and give us your input.
Yeah, I believe that meeting, it's been rescheduled several times because of Hurricane Matthew and other things. But now I believe we're on track for a meeting in December.
Okay, great.
We'll have to put that on the city's website and social media.
Oh, absolutely.
Once we nail that down. But I don't believe we have it scheduled.
And I know we have a survey. We're planning on going door to door with a survey, a paper survey, the old-fashioned way, with some logo options and name options. So if you have a chance to look at them before the meeting, look at them and then bring the survey back to the meeting, or you can drop it off at City Hall or mail it to us if you can't make the meeting. So we really, really do want to get your input.
Yep. So we're also working on a lot of great things with public art, with our traffic cabinet wraps. We have about 100 signalized intersections, and if you notice, now that I'm going to point them out on the show here, people are going to see them, but we've got these big metal traffic cabinets and the smaller battery backup. So we are working with an artist to design and install decorative wraps to go around those. Some of them may be art related, but a lot of what we're doing now are environmental themed.
Florida treasures. Florida.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be looking for those. We've done a couple now in the central area of the city, like along Crosstown. And people will be happy to see more and more of those popping up here in the near future. We did a Guy Harvey wrap at
yes, lots of compliments with that.
People are very excited about that one. Yeah,
Port St. Lucie Boulevard and Aroso. So check that out, and that looks amazing. That's my favorite one so far.
Yeah, it's right here, right outside City Hall. So it's a really busy intersection, and we've gotten lots of people are very excited. Once they saw that one, now they want to drive around and say, "Where's the next one?" So as they're popping up, we're trying to put them out on the city's Facebook page. Just say, okay, here's the new one. This one's going out today. Sandia and Crosstown, you said is one. I think the next one is Crosstown and Bayshore.
Yep, exactly.
And then we had the one right outside the Civic Center. I can't remember the exact name, but it's right outside.
Walton and Main Street.
Walton, Maine.
With the firefighters on it, right?
Yeah, that one was interesting because for the September 11th Remembrance Ceremony, we partnered with the school district, St. Lucie County School District, to have local art students design a theme around that event. So that was fully designed by students, and then it was digitally reproduced on these canvas wraps. And then installed. So really check that out at Walton and Main Street, and thank you again to the school district.
Yeah, very talented students.
And is it true students are doing a few more of them? I know some of them that are going closer to the schools are actually going to be designed by students also, but they'll also be the environmental theme, correct?
Yes, there was an overwhelming response when we approached the school district about involving art students in the community, and that's a relationship that's just going to grow. It's amazing. So I hope that the public, perceives and really welcomes these projects because they do bring value and interest to the community in many ways. And then especially with reaching out to kids now who are putting their fingerprints on the community,
Yes.
literally.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for that. So it makes us all feel good to see the fruits of our labor. And thanks again, like I said, to the school district and all the students that are trying to get their designs installed.
Great. And I know our time is ticking down here, but we definitely want to talk about the Veterans Home before you leave here. Can you tell us, the city recently had on Veterans Day, had a very special thing happen. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, absolutely. Our Community Services Division had, we got an inventory of properties, and we're looking to develop an affordable housing program for local veterans. And so we wanted to kick it off, and we did kick it off on Veterans Day to pre-qualify and have a lottery drawing for veterans who basically met the requirements to win the house, to win a mortgage-free house.
That is awesome.
They'll have to pay the taxes and the insurance on it, but it's a piece of property. The city was paying to maintain it, and we could no longer really sell it as part of our neighborhood services neighborhood stabilization program.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're rolling it into a veterans program, and with some of our other properties, they're vacant lots. We're looking to develop those in 2017 and do similar programs. It might not be a giveaway or a raffle, but we're looking at getting affordable housing opportunities to our local vets.
And all those homes and properties were all, like you said, paid for with neighborhood services programming money, which is basically federal grant money.
Neighborhood stabilization.
Neighborhood stabilization, sorry. And that's all federal grant money, right?
Yeah, what a good way to give back to the veterans. I mean, they really deserve it.
Exactly. Yep.
And there's been a great reaction to that too. So that's, to focus on them is, I think we're getting a good feedback from the community on that one also. Yeah. So, all right. And like you said, there's 4 more vacant lots that will be coming along in the future. And sometime in the holidays, we hope to be the veteran who is going to win that house. We're going to have a welcome home key ceremony.
Yes, absolutely.
Hopefully we'll see it in the news and on TV, because that's such a great thing. How exciting, right?
Yeah, we're finalizing the paperwork process, and once all that's complete, we're going to have, like I said, the key ceremony, and we're going to invite the community out, elected officials and staff to come out, and hopefully the neighbors will come out too, and welcome that veteran and family to their neighborhood.
Yeah, and
it's a great thing.
Yeah, and that house is on Walters Terrace, right?
Walters Terrace, yes.
Okay, great. Anything else? We got a few more seconds here. Anything else going on with neighborhood services that you want to let people know?
Not really. Just thanks for having me on the show. If you need anything, like I say, from neighborhood services, which is code enforcement, solid waste, community services, neighborhood planning. I mean, we run the gamut. So just give us a call or go on our website, cityofpsl.com. We're here and happy to help.
And you have an email, NSP or
NSD.
NSD
at cityofpsl.com.
Okay, NSD at cityofpsl.com. All right, thank you, Carmen, so much. We appreciate you coming with us today.
My pleasure.
And we'll be right back after these messages.